There's some problems with this model, but anyway, this is, by the way, I have the answer keys posted, you know, on, yeah, but watch out because it's in all the different languages, so you don't want to print on all of it. So this is the esophagus, obviously, because it has stratified squamous.
Obviously.
No new absorption, no new digestion occurring here.
Esophagus?
Esophagus. And we have mucin glands, so, okay. But you want lots of layers, stratified squamous, because there's wear and tear, chunky stuff coming down. The bolus is coming down. And then this is the junction between the esophagus and the stomach, which I put up there as a slide.
Esophagus.
Stratified squamous. Now it's what type of tissue? Simple columnar,
simple
all the way
columnar.
through the rest of the GI tract until the end, when we go back to
Yeah.
chunky stuff again and we have stratified squamous.
Right.
Okay. So this is the stomach.
Right.
Gastric pits.
Gastric pits.
Okay. What's different about the stomach? What's another thing different?
It has more pores. It has these holes right here. There's
We
more
talked about
pores.
gastric pits. How about those muscles? How are they different?
It has multiple layers.
Not two. So extra
three
inner
layers.
oblique layer, and it mixes things up, churns things up. It's mainly a storage place, though. But
Yeah.
what kind of digestion did we have in the mouth? What kind of enzymes for digesting what? Amylase, okay, salivary amylase for
Salivary
digesting
amylase.
carbohydrates. What else do we have? A lipase. What do we have here in the stomach? Protease.
don't you
Called
have-
what? Pepsin.
Pepsins?
Is it pepsin? Is that what you secrete, pepsin?
No,
No.
You
It
secrete
turns into pepsin.
pepsinogen and doesn't become pepsin until it's
Pepsinogen
in the,
becomes pepsin.
in the presence of hydrochloric acid. So it's very acidic here too.
Yes.
Less than 2 pH. Very, very acidic. And we also make intrinsic factor, which is important for the absorption of vitamin B12 in the small intestine, which is important for making red blood cells. If you don't have enough intrinsic factor, like my father didn't have enough when they cut out his stomach from stomach cancer, you're going to get what kind of anemia? Pernicious anemia.
Pernicious.
What cells secrete the pepsinogen? Chief cells. What secrete the hydrochloric acid and intrinsic factor? Parietal cells. Okay. And this, you can tell these are what? These little bumps are supposed to be villi.
Those
See
are
back there
villi.
in orange? Those are villi. Unfortunately, they didn't make the cells look like simple columna. They should be simple columna. They made them look like simple cuboidal. Typical problem with the damn models. Those are villi. So we have 3 major modifications in the, besides being extra long in the small intestine to help with absorption. We want lots of surface area. How do we increase the surface area 600-fold? Microvilli on the surface. The villi and the circular folds. So from big to down to small, circular folds, okay, villi, and then microvilli. And the small intestine itself has enzymes, brush border enzymes they're called. And some of those cells break off and they're in the mayhem. Now the food comes through, kind of spirals down. And we also, coming into the small intestine, we have some other things helping out with digestion. What? From the liver? Bile, which is stored in the gallbladder and concentrated. Okay. And also entering the same place, pancreatic enzymes. And those are, we have all different types. We have amylases, pancreatic amylases, we have proteases of different kinds, we have lipases, and nucleases that break down DNA and RNA. And then we also have bicarbonate ion made by other cells to help neutralize the acidic kind that's coming from the stomach. Okay, so, and at the beginning of the small intestine, lots of villi, and the duodenum is only 10 inches long, it's retroperitoneal. What's a characteristic cell you're going to find in the duodenum? Innately?
Yes.
No, he just watched the movie.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said good.
Oh, that's
Okay, so you have duodenal glands or Brunner's glands. And then most of the absorption it's going to be in the breakdown is in the jejunum. The ileum is the longest part, and what's its characteristic? Peyer's patches. Okay. And then we go from through the ileocecal valve to the large intestine. So we don't have villi anymore. See, we don't have circular folds anymore, but we still have microvilli. Okay. So that's that model. Yeah, this is different ones at different places, but so we're just trying to show you, like in the stomach, what you have.